right, you feather merchants. This video is going to be about a serial killer that I ran into inside Pelican Bay, and this happened in the '90s, very early '90s, and I happened to be down in SHU, the security housing unit, and I was walking down the corridor, and as I approached the lieutenant's office, I saw an inmate in there with several escort officers inside the office, and the lieutenant's talking to the inmate. Of course, the inmate's in waist chains, and usually you don't see that many escort officers in the office with the inmates. So I was curious. I asked one of the officers outside the door, "Who is that?" And he said, some serial killer that they just got in. Well, anyway, I started to walk away, and this inmate that was in the office, he turned his head and he made eye contact with me, and it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I thought, wow. You know, there's a lot of desperados inside Pelican Bay, and of all of them that I've had contact with, I never felt that with anyone else. And he looked at me. He had those dead eyes. It's like, boy, you wouldn't want to have this guy as a next door neighbor, but at some point in time, he was somebody's next door neighbor. Anyway, he had claimed that he had killed around 27 people, hitchhikers. He liked to kill hitchhikers. I don't know, something about hitchhikers that made him angry. Anyway, he had some real mixed up thoughts in his head, and I'm not going to get into what he said he did to some of these people, but they never found any bodies. So he said he chopped them up, put them in the ocean, put them in the forest. So who knows? Although they did find one body when he was at Atascadero Hospital for the mentally ill. He killed one of the employees in the hospital, and evidently he had been alone with this guy in one of the offices, and I have no idea why they would do that, you know, to be alone with a guy like this in an office. Anyway, it was a big mistake. So he ended up in Pelican Bay. I remember once I got on the security squad, we would search his cell periodically for some reason. I guess to see if he was making weapons or whatever. I never found any weapons in his cell. And anyway, the whole time I was in Pelican Bay, he was housed by himself in the security housing unit all those years. And it's funny, you know, like today, he's still in prison. He's not in Pelican Bay anymore. Pelican Bay, they let everyone out. I don't know. The last I saw some film footage of level 2 inmates in the security housing unit. Of course, they leave their doors open, and these people are drawing murals on the walls. It's like, I'm not certain who the ringleader of this circus is, but I'm sure it's coming down from someone in Sacramento, and with all the crime California is experiencing, to waste that space that was designed for real serious, dangerous convicts. I don't know. It just doesn't set well with me. Anyway, somebody up there thought it was thinks it's a good idea. And this is interesting. I read an article about this particular inmate. I don't like mentioning names of these people, but anyway, he's still in prison, and he's actually the same age as me. There's only a month difference. I think he's a month younger than me. And I saw in one of these articles where a female correctional officer had mentioned this guy. He's out on a yard somewhere, one of the prisons, and he's running loose on the yard, in a GP yard. And she said the guy is very, very old. And I thought to myself, wow, well, I guess I'm probably very, very old myself, you know. But anyway, that's about all I had to say about that. And it's just an experience that I experienced. It was interesting running into someone like that. Anyway, you feather merchants, thanks for visiting, and you have a good day. All right.